6th Standard, Term 2, Social Science, Civics, Unit 2, The Constitution of India. Yarnian and Sudaroli are brothers. Yar is student of Standard 6 and Sudar is Standard 4. Yar was preparing for his class test. Sudar, after completing his home assignments, was watching an animated series on television. Sudar was watching it, but the noise level disturbed Yar. Sudar was totally engrossed in the series and laughed and clapped loudly. Yar could not concentrate on his lessons. So he asked Sudar to reduce the volume. But Sudar was not ready to adhere to his elder brother's advice. In spite of Yar's continuous request, Sudar did not reduce the volume. Yal complained to his father that Sudar did not decrease the volume of the television in spite of requesting him several times. Yar made it clear that he had a class test the following day. "Isn't your brother preparing for his class test? Weren't you wrong in troubling him?" continued his father. "I was watching the TV. Yar kept disturbing and stopped me from watching it," said Sudar. "Studying for the test and watching television are not the same," said his father. But Sudar was not ready to accept the fact. Sudar was consistent that he had all rights to watch a film as much as Yar had the right to study. His father admitted that both had equal rights, but one must not hinder another's freedom. Sudar didn't realize the fact that he was very stubborn. "Look, Sudar, you have all rights to watch the film," said his father. "Yes, Dad. Similarly, Yar also has the right to listen to his favorite song on TV, couldn't he?" "How can that happen? What I watch the television, he cannot do that." "When you can watch a film by increasing its volume, Yar can also hear music loudly," said father. "How will I watch the movie? How will Yar study?" "Oh, I didn't think of it." "Okay, Dad, I will not watch the movie while Yar studies." "No, my child, you can watch the movie without causing trouble to anyone. Don't be angry, Yar. You study and I promise I will not disturb you." Yar smiled and patted Sudar's back and left the place. Sudar's mother was watching everything silently. She said, "Even to run a small family, don't we need to follow so many rules and regulations? How much more of that will be needed to administer a country?" she exclaimed. "It is an ocean, Deepa. In order to administer, people who follow different religions, speak different languages, and belong to different castes and culture and treat everyone equally. We need to have a good code of laws and guidelines, which we call as the Constitution of India." The next day, Sudar and Yar went to school. It was the Republic Day also. The celebration was a jubilant. The students and teachers were standing in line around the flag post. Immediately after the hoisting of the flag, a discussion was held with the chief guest for the day, Mr. Arumugam, an expert in social science. "Wish you a happy Republic Day," wished Mr. Arumugam. "Wish you the same, sir. Do you know why do we celebrate the Republic Day? Our Constitution was framed and came into existence from 26th January 1950. That is why every year we observe this day as the Republic Day," said the history teacher Malarmadi. "Yes, it is true. There are other reasons why this constitution came into existence on 26th January 1950. When the Congress met at Lahore in 1929, the members of the Congress unofficially declared the same day as the day of Purna Swaraj, or the day of complete self-governance. The next year, 26th January 1930, was celebrated as the Independence Day. That day has been observed as our Republic Day." "What do you mean by the Constitution of India?" asked Nadar. "Before that, let me ask a few questions. You answer me. Then I will explain in detail about the Constitution of India." "All right, sir. The students were prepared to answer the question. Are you following any rules and regulations at home? Yes, sir. Are you following any rules at school? Yes, sir. Do the two are the same or different? Mostly they are different. Is it necessary to follow certain rules in public places? Yes, sir. Why is it necessary? We should not disturb anybody in public, said Tamal Selvi. It's true. Also, no one should disturb us, said Selva. Yes, I do accept it. But what if someone compels you to follow some rules? How would you feel? It would be difficult to do so. How do you feel when you are asked to make your own rules? We would be proud and pleased to obey our own rules. Everyone agreed and nodded their heads. The Constitution is an authentic documentation containing the basic ideas, principles, and laws of a country. It also defines the rights and duties of citizens. The laws governing a country originate from the Constitution. Every country is ruled on the basis of its Constitution. What are the things that make the Constitution of India? Asked Deepa. The Constitution of India is the ultimate law. We have to abide by it. It explains the fundamental concepts of structure, methods, power, and the duties of government bodies. It also lists the fundamental rights and duties of the citizen. Directive principles are also mentioned in the Constitution, so it is holistic in nature. When did they begin to frame the Constitution? Asked Christopher. In 1946, nearly 389 members of the Constituent Assembly who belonged to different places of the country came together to frame the Constitution of India. The chairman of the committee was Mr. Rajendra Prasad. Who were the other significant members in the Constituent Assembly? Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Azad, S. Radhakrishnan, Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, and Sarojini Naidu were the members in the Constituent Assembly. How many women members were there in the Constituent Assembly? 15 women members were in the Constituent Assembly. The drafting committee was formed with 8 members and its chairman was B.R. Ambedkar. B.N. Rao was appointed as an advisor. The committee met for the first time on 9th December 1946. On the same day, the drafting of Constitution of India started. How did they form the Indian Constitution? The Constitution of nearly 60 countries including the UK, USA, former USSR, France, Switzerland, etc. were thoroughly examined and their best features have been adopted by our Constitution. Did they draft it in a short span of time? No. Nearly 2,000 amendments were made before the draft was finalized. When did they complete this work? It took a period of 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. It was completed on 26th November 1949. The Constitution was accepted by the Constituent Assembly, so 26th November is celebrated as the day of the Constitution, isn't it? Said Karthikeyan. Yes, said Mr. Arumugam. How much was spent to frame the Constitution of India? Asked Nadar. They spent almost 64 lakhs. What are the objectives of the Constitution? The preamble of our Constitution stresses on the justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. What is a preamble? The preface of the Constitution is preamble. According to it, India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. What does it mean by sovereign? The Constitution has granted the people the right to rule. The members of the Parliament and the Legislative Assembly are elected by the people. The right to decide is only in the hands of the representatives. Sovereignty refers to the ultimate power of the country. What is the meaning of secular? Law allows all the citizens of a country the right to follow different faith and religious beliefs. All citizens enjoy the freedom of worship. The country does not have a religion of its own. All the religions in our country hold the same status. The government of India rules through the parliament, doesn't it? Yes, the Constitution of India provides a parliamentary form of government, both at the center and the state. In a parliamentary system, the executive is collectively responsible to the legislature. The party which has the majority forms the government. What are fundamental rights? Fundamental rights are the basic human rights of all citizens. What are they? They are right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, culture and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. You mentioned about directive principles. What do you mean by that? There are certain guidelines to be followed while the governments frame law. Though these are not mandatory, they should be taken into account. What is universal adult franchise? Every Indian citizen has the right to vote when they attain 18 years of age, irrespective of any caste, religion, gender, or economic status. Like fundamental rights, every citizen will have duties too, won't they? Yes, there are duties respecting the national flag and national anthem, respect and protect the Constitution, follow our great leaders who fought for our freedom, to protect our country, readiness to serve for our country if necessary, treating everyone as brothers irrespective of their caste, religion, language, race, etc. To conserve our ancient heritage and conserve natural elements like forests, rivers, and lakes, and fauna to develop science, humanity, and feelings of reformation to avoid non-violence and protect government property, parents or guardians providing educational opportunities to children between 6 to 14 years, etc., have been added as our duties. Mr. Arumugam concluded his discussion. Glossary: Democracy, a type of government in which representatives are elected by the people of that country. Drafting Committee, a committee set up to prepare the draft of the Constitution. Preamble, an introduction to a book or a written document. Republic, a country with an elected head of state. Secular, a state which does not discriminate anyone on religious grounds. Socialist, equal distribution of country's wealth and equal opportunity in all fields. Sovereign, an independent country not subject to any external power or influence. Do you know, the father of the Constitution of India is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Fundamental rights: 1. Right to equality. 2. Right to freedom. 3. Right against exploitation. 4. Right to freedom of religion. 5. Culture and educational rights. 6. Right to constitutional remedies. Do you know, the original copies of the Constitution of India, Hindi, English, are preserved in special helium-filled cases in the Library of the Parliament of India. Facts: Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, N. Gopalaswamy, K. M. Munshi, Syed Muhammad Sadullah, N. Madhava Rao, T. T. Krishnamachari, Aladi Krishnaswamy were the legal experts of the drafting committee. The chairman of drafting committee, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, was considered the chief architect. When the constitution was drafted, there were 395 articles in 22 parts and 8 schedules. At present, our Indian constitution contains 448 articles in 25 parts and 12 schedules. 105 amendments were made till 30th day of 10th month 2021 year.